Hello and welcome to Comic Airwaves episode 2. My name is Scott and this is Phil. Phil, wake up! Phil!
Welcome to the Nerd Herd.
Hello! How are you doing, everyone? Welcome to Comic Airwaves. I hope you're doing well. My name's Scott.
My name is Phil.
His name's Phil. How is everyone doing? We've got loads of people jumping in already, all 14 of you. Let's go up to the very top. So we've got Tom, this month in movies, evening all. The Noob, evening peeps. Won't be in the chat much, but we'll be watching. That's great to hear. Liam's here. Hello, everyone. Sam as well. Hello, everyone. Amy's in. Hey, everyone. A lot of greetings to everyone. Hi, y'all. Let's see how many ways we can get people to greet everyone. Who's excited for episode 2, Liam says. I am. Are you? Philip?
Absolutely. I can't wait. Yeah.
We've got so much. Some of it is, the same features, different content, new features. Everything's going to be really fun, and I can't wait to start showing it off to you. I'm here even after. Mate, I'm so disappointed in the fact I lost the quiz. I'm sorry. For anyone who doesn't know what this is on about, it's on about me coming second in the sudden death for Shane's Dawn of Comics' quiz quite recently. Firehawk, hello. Who else? Oh no, I get the same problem as Dean here. Okay, hey. Hope we are all well. Yes, we are all well. We got Marvelous Comics. Hi all. Luke Jones. Hey dude, thanks for jumping in. Bethany, oh my god, that new intro was amazing. I'm glad someone has acknowledged that. So thank you very much. A lot of hard work went into that. And we've got Hagrid the Fourth. I don't know, Caitlin. Is this might be my friend Caitlin. Hello, welcome to the show. We've got a lot of people in already. I'm so excited. I'm sorry, my voice is kind of going. I'm just literally like pumped. I'm saying to people all day. Hello.
It's hard.
I know. Dum, dum, dum. Hello, this is Caitlin commenting through a burner meme account. And new intro is great. Thank you very much, TB Collects. Right, that is the formalities. The introductions are done. Phil, how you doing? It's been a whole month.
I'm doing well. I'm probably equally as nervous as your good self, Scott. I've got some new artwork on the wall though. I don't know if I can't really make that out too well.
I can't quite see it. What we got?
Well, that's a picture of you, and that's a picture of you, and that's a picture of you of your top off on the beach. So
are they all actually pictures of me?
Yeah.
Philip, what the hell? So earlier on, I caught Philip on my Facebook just liking every photo he could. And what have you done? Have you printed these photos out?
Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed they didn't show up as clear as I was hoping it would.
You've got photos of me on your wall.
Yeah, but I just like poking the bear sometimes. Like equally,
right.
I'm wearing my favorite Justice League member T-shirt in Cyborg, who is also a million times better than the Flash. So
you have no idea what you're talking about. Oh yeah. God. Okay, right. We so. How's the rest of your month been? How has your head been? With the ego of last month's show, I imagine it's been insanely inflated.
It knows no limits. I mean, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger every time. It's just there's no limits.
Hopefully, we'll be able to bring you down a bit because we do have a new game show, which we're going to show off later on. But we should go ahead now and see what is coming up on the show in this month's show schedule. So first up, we have got the answer part 1 coming in a bit. And then everyone's favorite new feature, Ask Auntie Phil. Then we've got the news and weather. Quite a quiet month this month. And then after that, we've got the answer part 2 for everyone who's been answering the question I sent out last month. After that, we've got book of the month, one from me, one from Phil. And then the answer part 3, that'll be the final one. And then the new game, fill in the blanks. It'll be a head-to-head with someone in the audience against Phil. And then after that, we'll have the community schedule. How does that sound?
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, hopefully everyone's pumped.
I mean, if anyone's at home right now watching Anton Drake Saturday Night Takeaway, don't just tune into this. This is where you need to be.
I know. Yeah, definitely. We got a comment here from Shane Dawn of Comics. Love the new graphics, Scott. Damn, son. I can't take any credit for this. This was all done by producer Liam. So good job, Liam. I'm sure you'll happily take some credit. Okay, right. People want pictures of me at the beach. Are you selling prints of the beach photo, asking for a friend? It depends which beach photo and which year you got it from. There's one where I'm slightly more in shape than the other. But TV Collects, thank you so much. Production quality is going up with each episode.
I just picked the one with the biggest nipples, to be honest.
So everyone then.
But yeah, we can make some money on this. There will be people who want to buy that, so we'll make some money.
Let's go. All right, yeah, maybe we'll do like variant covers, That'd be weird, but we'll get it done. Okay, first of all, though, before we do move on to anything else, we have got a competition running, okay? We need, in this chat, what should we say, Phil? What number?
What are we at?
We're at 17 viewers right now.
I say 20.
Ooh. Let's go 20 viewers. If we can get 20 viewers live in one hit, so when the little number at the top of my screen says 20 viewers, I will activate the competition. And what that means is I will be posting a thing on Instagram, a little post on Instagram, where you will have the chance to win one of these 5 packs of comics. They've all got 4 comics in each. And one of them is quite a decent value. The others are just little ones that I've thrown in, okay? But each one has a clue. I've taken this as inspiration from Shane Dawn of Comics, his quiz. Okay, but we'll go through each one, okay? So the first one, clue number 1, a capsule from Krypton. What could that be? Number 2 is Wayne's World. Yeah. Number 3, a force to be reckoned with. Okay. Number 4. Oh, sorry for that squeak. Number 4, Clown Princess of Crime. And number 5, Sign In to the Hell House. Okay.
I like the sound of that one. That sounds
good. It does. Yeah, it does sound good. And I'm giving them away. Unfortunately, though, if you are from America, I won't be sending, or internationally, I won't be sending them. But you can, if you enter the competition, you can nominate someone from the UK to receive your prize. We're on 19 right now. If we can get one more, I will activate the competition, and you all guys can have a chance to win.
Just send the link to your granny. It doesn't matter. Just send the link to somebody.
Just watch it. Yeah. Yes, and no. Who knows? If we hit 50, we'll give a picture of me on the beach.
If I had 50, I'll also take a picture of myself on the beach. So there we go.
Great. If we get 50 views, someone's going to get topless photos of me and Phil on the beach. Perfect. Right. Before we move on, I know we've got Anti-Phil coming up soon, and we've got the game coming up. So I just want to explain. If you want to ask a question to Anti-Phil, please start your message with the capital word Auntie or Auntie, depending on where you're from, and then follow that with your question. For the game, fill in the blanks. I want you, if you want to play, bear in mind it will be audio only. We're on 21 viewers. Competition's activated. I will put the post up on Instagram as soon as we get the next break. Here we go. On 2 devices now. It's kind of cheating, but we'll accept it. That's fine. Okay, so yeah, if you want to play the game, you have to put the word blank in the start of your message and the worst smell you can think of. A smell that'll make me and Phil go, ugh. All right? So the worst one will be on the game with us. It'll be a head-to-head, Phil versus you.
I have to reiterate as well, the game is called Fill in the Blanks, not Shane's suggestion, Fill in the Blankets. I'm not going to be in anyone's blanket tonight apart from my own.
We did have earlier on Luke Jones, Comic Airwaves OnlyFans. On episode 2, I'm being requested to make an OnlyFans. Who knows?
Hey. I'm game.
All right. Yeah, great. Okay, so yeah, that's that. So if you want to ask a question, start your message with Andy. If you want to be in chance with the game, start your message with blank. and give us your worst smell. But now it's time to look at what people answered for last month's question, which was if you could be a superhero or a character from DC Marvel of the opposite gender, who would you be and why? So this is what we've got.
Hi, this is Sean from Noob Comics, and Scott asked me the question, if I could choose any character of the opposite gender, who would it be? Now, I've only got 30 seconds to answer this question, so keep it brief. It would be Hope Summers, simply because she can absorb the powers of anybody near her, and I'm a big fan of heroes, and Peter Petrelli was one of my favorite characters. He also had that power, and for that reason, I'm going to choose Hope Summers. Cheers, Scott.
Hey Scott and Phil, it's Dean here, your co-host from the Nerd Herd Comic Book Club. Getting back to you about your question, which hero would I be if I was the opposite gender? I think for me, I started out a fan of the Bat, just like Barbara Gordon, so I think it's going to have to be Batgirl. And let's face it, I'm probably the most likely to get shot and injured too. So for me, it's Batgirl. Have a good show, guys.
Hi, I'm Richard from Comics versus the World over on Instagram. And if I was a superhero of the opposite gender, I would be She-Hulk, because she's a lean, green, legal machine. Cheers.
Hey you. So I was asked if I could be a superhero of the opposite gender, who would I choose? Well, the Wolverine. A, because he's a Wolverine, and B, because he's the best at doing stuff that's not so nice.
And that's that for part one. How was that? I quite liked Comic versus the World there, when he was like, She-Hulk, because she's a lean, green, lethal machine.
To be fair, I was mostly thinking of my own answer, and She-Hulk was one of them, but I'm going to try and change it now whenever we get to the end, because I don't want to be a bit unique, but yeah, She-Hulk
Yeah,
is.
no. Like, to be honest, I have thought about it, and I don't want to be cliche, so I'm trying to think of another one. But yeah, we'll give our answers at the end. We've got some questions rolling in already, but don't look at them. Full screen, please. I forgot to ask you this. You've already looked. How dare you?
I didn't actually look. Full screen.
Full screen. Okay, so if anyone is in the chat right now and they didn't send me a video answering the question, feel free to put it in the chat. If you would be a superhero of the opposite gender, who would you be and why? We got 3 questions in so far for Andy Phil, so we'll wait for a bit more. We got one entry for the game, so you may be up against Shane at the moment, Phil, in this game.
That's good.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, bit of a cheeky advertisement there. But yes. Oh, what? Huh? Don't know. Don't start. So you may notice a lot of the references that we make in this video will probably be either from the Nerd Herd, which you can go check out on the Nerd Herd Comic Book Club. He is in the chat here somewhere, or on Dawn of Comics monthly quiz, where in his bloopers he loves to make up bloopers and just pick out certain phrases that I say and just repeats them over and over again. So last week it was me just going, "That's lovely."
Say that again.
That's lovely.
That's oh. I have a friend who would love that. That's going to be her notification on her phone.
Right. Can't wait. Okay, right. We got enough questions in now. Okay, so people just keep bringing in your anti-fails, and we will do them right now. Ask anti-fail. So, Philip, what did you like the?
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Okay.
Well done, Liam.
Well done, Liam. Producer Liam also made this as well, so thank you very much for him. Okay, first one from Tottenham Gaming. This is Shane's brother. Andy Phil, if you could have any superpower with Uncle Scott picking a side effect of that power, would you accept that power?
No.
What does that even mean?
I don't. It just means if I pick a power, like, are you going to you're going to determine the side effect. So quite frankly, it's by trust, Scott. That's not that I don't trust you. I don't trust anyone else more than myself. So I'm going to say no. Sorry.
All right, that's an easy one. Okay, next up, Firehawk. Andy Phil, will the White Vision make it into the MCU?
Spoilers.
Everyone will watch it by now.
Yes, I think so.
Isn't
I don't.
he already?
Everything's done for a reason.
Yeah, of course. Definitely. Okay, next up, Auntie Phil. What do you get? What do you do to get your beard so luxurious? That's from TD Collects.
The funny thing is, TB, that Liam and Scott were discussing this in our group chat just before we went live in air about
Yeah.
hair straighteners. And I have used hair straighteners in the past. They are a bit scary because it's close to your face. Just invest in a good boar brush, just to kind of.
Why do you have it on hand?
I always have it on hand, Scott. And then
Wow.
again, just a good beard comb that you can just make it look nice and neat.
Well, it does look lovely, and I'm surprised no
does,
one
yeah.
mentions anything about my beard. I don't know, maybe.
That's not a beard, Scott.
All right, fair enough. Okay, next up, Auntie Phil. Did you know it was Agatha all along? Okay, this is a very spoiler full.
I really hoped it wasn't, but I didn't even think about it. Even though we have read Vision fairly recently, I did not wish or know that was Agatha.
No, didn't twig at all.
But she's great.
She is great. Next up from Lee, Auntie Phil. When is your next vlog being released?
As Liam's probably gathered, I'm a bit lazy, so I've recorded some stuff, but not enough, and I just need to put together. So within a week or two, I know Beth likes watching vlogs and stuff. So yeah, there will be one coming soon.
Good man. So your answer there, Lee, soon. Very controversial. This may lose half of our viewers. Auntie Phil, pineapple on pizza, yay or nay?
Whenever me and my wife order a pizza takeaway, we don't just get ham and pineapple; we get pepperoni and pineapple. So absolutely, yes, pineapple on a pizza, 100%.
I'm totally up for a pineapple on a pizza. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a nice taste. It goes well with the cheese. You're having a good time. The saltiness of the ham, it's great as well.
Oh no, pepperoni and pineapple is better than ham and pineapple. Trust me.
Yeah, I agree. Sam Taylor. Auntie Phil, how do you class a first appearance? Comic book, preview book, or now even trading cards? Oh my god. That's deep.
That is deep. Oh man. I'm gonna say comic book because, see, this is the thing. Like preview books, you get like free comic book day preview books and stuff, and that classes as first appearances as well. It's a bit of a grey area, but whatever fetches the most money whenever you go to sell it. It's just whatever people want to believe is the first appearance, and they're willing to pay top dollar for it.
If they just go, "Was that first appearance?" and you just go, yeah, great, I'll have it. Perfect. Nerdherd. So this is from Dean. Dear Auntie Phil, who will win the next Dawn of Comics quiz?
Well, Dean has won the last quiz, but he didn't defeat the current champion. So there's a false champion and a real champion in me. So I think it's nailed on that I am going to retain my title and dispel any pretenders, Mr. Dean.
Ooh, that's fighting talk there. We got a couple left from Hatgrid the Fourth. Auntie Phil, which Fox era X-Men actors would you bring back to reprise their roles when mutants are introduced in the MCU? What a great question.
I'm going to cheat. And I'm going to say Days of Future Past had both.
They did.
Yeah. So they did have both. Yeah, they did because they recruited Wolverine at the start. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with because there's a mix of both. I like the guy who plays Gandalf as Magneto, but equally like the other guy, Fassbender as Magneto. So
it's both great.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got a couple left. Okay, so Andy Phil, what's your top tips to woo a man? It's now become a relationship advice column. Let's go.
To woo a man?
To woo a man. How would you like to be wooed?
Just put pineapple on a pizza. The way to a man's heart, the way to the man's trousers is food, is his belly. So
I don't think the Murray 200's happy about that, unfortunately. Okay, we got 3 more. So, 4 more. So no more questions now, please. We'll otherwise we're going to just be like this forever. Andy Phil, what's in the glass? What are you drinking, mate?
It's just some spiced rum and
Nice.
ginger ale. Nothing spectacular. It's just
That's
delicious.
that's my kind of drink, but I like black rum with ginger ale. That's mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just I like spice.
Andy Phil, Shag, Marry, Kill, Thanos, Wolverine, Hulk. Thank you, Caitlin.
I don't know, because I'm trying to think what one's going to be worse.
Hmm.
I'm not going to shag Wolverine. He's too hairy, but he's a nice fella. I'll marry Wolverine.
Right.
Oh man, I don't want to say shag the Hulk. That's weird. Since so shagging Thanos, I'm gonna I'm gonna shag the Hulk.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna shag. No, oh god, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna marry
You can't.
shag the Hulk and kill Thanos.
So, Shag, Hulk,
The Hulk?
marry Wolverine, kill Thanos.
I think so. Is that okay?
Okay.
Does that sound okay?
You do you, mate. That's totally fine.
That's the problem. I'm doing somebody else.
Andy Phil, I'm coming for you in the next quiz. That's not even a question. Andy Phil, Star Trek or Star Wars?
I can't do it. I can't live long and prosper.
Nice. Star Wars? No, I'm joking. Star Trek. Nice
Right.
one. Great. TWD Collector, hi, mate. Thanks for joining. And that is it. That is the end of Ask Andy Phil. Liam here has said he wants to kill Hulk, marry Thanos, shag Wolverine.
He's too hairy.
You don't like someone like yourself, do you?
I'm just hairy from here.
Just totally smooth from there down.
Yeah, that's because I
Wow.
wax.
Oh, okay. Speaking of looking great, whilst you were taking the photograph for the Andy Phil photo here, I give you some nice tips on how to do a model pose. It was a little thing that Amy, my partner, found on Instagram. I think it was just a guy and a woman doing this kind of little sequence of things with their face to make their face look like a model pose. So without further ado, I'm not just stitching you up. I'm also putting my video in here as well.
That's good. Thanks.
Yeah. So it's me explaining it and then Phil doing it. Okay. So here we go. So Phil, you've got to do the model pose face. Okay.
It takes practice.
Yeah, it takes practice. All right. There are plenty of guides on YouTube. Okay. So what you have to do is 3 easy steps. You have to smile and then raise your eyebrows and then stop smiling. And then that is your model face. So it goes like this. Okay. So it goes.
Smile, raise your eyebrows, stop smiling.
So, following your pro tip, this is the bloody kids playing football. Cheeky bastards. So, let's give us a try. Smile. Raise eyebrows. But it looks rare. I think I'm in shock. Smile. How do you raise your eyebrows without doing that? Smile. Why is one eye bigger than the other? I don't know how to do this. Some people just aren't cut out for this modelling malarkey, Scott. Not for me.
Good attempt. Nice try.
That is an ungroomed Philip. So it's a strange concept. So I'll go try it now.
All right, let's try it right now. Okay.
Here's eyebrows.
Okay, so smile. Oh, wait, smile. I raised my eyebrows as well, right? So eyebrows down. Okay, smile. How's that look? No,
It looks wonderful, Scott.
oh, thanks, man.
I have pictures of you on the wall, so I was always going to say that. To be honest.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I still don't know how to feel about that. The pictures on the wall. I'll be honest.
It's going to get worse.
Just gonna be. If it becomes a shrine, then we need to talk. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need an intervention.
Yeah. I I can't. Oh yeah, so this is Shane replying to your Shag, Marry, Kill. As long as they're big, Phil doesn't care apparently, as he was weighing up both Hulk and Thanos.
Bigger the better, I suppose.
Yeah. TWD says big and not hairy. And Shane has decided that's going to be his new nickname.
Big and not hairy.
Yeah. Captain Comics has arrived. Hi, Steve. How you doing? Thanks for joining. Okay, we've got another entry there. Perfect. Right. 25 minutes in. We will now go on to the next section, which is the answer part 2. So what did people answer for what would they be if they were the opposite gender in the Marvel or DC universe? If you just let me know in the comments what would you choose if you haven't sent me one of these videos. So here we go. Ah, no. I've done it wrong. It's the bloody news and weather first. Should we go to the news and weather?
Sure.
Let's start again. Let's go into the news and weather. Well, you've got to do. There we go.
And welcome to this month's news.
Super smooth.
Yeah, we did mention briefly that February has actually been quite a light month in news. There's not a lot that's happened, but there's a few things that are worth talking about. Department of Truth, that James Tynion brings us, that has now been optioned for TV. So 2020 was a great year for indie books, and Department of Truth was highly recommended, highly regarded. Likewise, James Tynion has his best year in comics, arguably yet. Batman writer, Something Is Killing the Children, and other ones. This Department of Truth has now been optioned by a production company called Sister, who brought us Gangs of London and Chernobyl. That's interesting. One word of caution, though, television production companies are forever taking up options in comic books. They see the indie market as a great kind of source for the next big hit television show, but quite often they don't follow through and they don't make production, which is a shame. But here is hoping. Maybe one day. Another fairly big thing come out of Image Comics, and that is Todd McFarlane's Spawn is, get this, spawning multiple ongoing titles this year. Yeah, wow. I'm here all week. So Spawn is the longest running indie book of all time. It's like 320 issues or something for an indie book. It was outstanding. And it's now going to spawn out its very own universe. The ever-ambitious Todd McFarlane brings us the Spawn universe, which has its own interconnected continuity, storylines, and teams from all the titles within the line. The first 3 announced being King Spawn, the Gunslinger, and the Scorched. I think it's starting with us June 2021 this summer.
Nice.
And just if you want to hear some of the list of creators and confirmed, Donny Cates, Greg Capullo, Sean Gordon Murphy, Arthur Adams, Jake Scott Campbell. And that's just a small. There's a heap more still to be. He's still actively recruiting, which is outstanding. Moving on to kind of television, or well, it's not quite television. It's Disney Plus. I'm sure the majority of us are having been soaked. What I wrote here, I'm sure have been absorbing the drama that is WandaVision on Disney Plus. I don't know. We also have Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which is due March 19th. But now Loki is going to join the fray. I think it is June the 11th is his confirmed date for Disney Plus starting to stream that there. And Loki, no one knows what's happened to him since, well, spoiler, he died in Infinity War. But, you know, a past, still very much evil Loki from Endgame, the time heist. He managed to slip away. So what's he been up to? We'll find out. And just the last story, again, it's been a very light month. Tom Holland has been known in the past to leak things to the press. And Marvel and Sony have played some Comic Airwaves style skits to tease the news-starved fans with some tongue-in-cheek possibilities for the new Spider-Man title. It looked as if Tom let slip. He shared across his social medias Spider-Man phone home, which is just nonsense. And it was followed by Tom's co-star, Zendaya. And Jacob, who I was meant to find out his surname, I didn't, sorry. Jacob, whoever, he plays Ned. They shared Home Slice and Home Wrecker. But in a cute little segment, It's now been confirmed the third installment of Tom Holland's Spider-Man is to be called No Way Home. And
Nice.
it is scheduled for December, but sure, with the shape of cinema these days, who really knows?
Who knows?
Yeah. And just on that, that's the last story. I did have some images. I don't know if Scott, if you have them.
No.
Okay.
We can talk
Yeah.
about them.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to speculate if that's okay.
Okay.
So they had on the whiteboard, they had Spider-Man, and they had all these different suggestions of names and so on. So everyone's looking at that for kind of leaks, like where they're going and so on. And one of the things that's popped up, which I find quite interesting, is they drew like a shape around the title, and that
Yeah.
shape mirrors the shape of the island of Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico being where Miles Morales' his mother's from. He's half Puerto Rican. So are they kind of suggesting that Miles Morales will make his live action MCU debut? Don't know.
Who knows? Little
I hope
question
so.
here from Shane. Why did they limit the naming of the films with home? So random.
It is very strange.
Yeah.
I don't know what it refers to be honest. I don't know if it's just maybe because the first movie was fairly big and they thought, oh, it'd be clever to keep the word home in.
Maybe.
Yeah. Don't know. But that is the news. Scott, over to you for the weather.
Over to the weather. Here we go. I hope. Yes, is the right one. Okay, so first up, we have got coming in hot with Forever People #1 worth $235. Next up is Spider Woman #9 was $120. It's the 1 in 25 variant. Next up, Mr. Miracle #2, also worth $120. It's the first appearance of Granny Goodness. Then we've got Miles Morales Spider-Man #27 worth $60. This is the 1 in 50 variant, the Finch variant. Then Excalibur #19 coming in at $40, the 1 in 25 Douterman variant. And then next up is Avengers: The Initiative. The Initiative featuring Reptile, which is the first appearance of Reptile. And #7 is The House of Mystery, an indie book coming in at $3, and it had ordered 18,500 copies. So that is it for the weather. Well, what's up?
That was beautiful, but whenever he says reptile, I thought he said rectal, and I was just I don't know. I'm just being silly.
We got a few more entries now for the game, so that's pretty good. If anyone else wants to try and enter for the game, start your message with the word blank, and then give us the grossest smell to gross me and fill out. Also, if anyone wants to answer the question still, we haven't had any new answers. If you would be a character of the opposite gender, who would you be and why? And this will nicely segue into the correct section, which is the answer part 2.
Hey Scott, hey Phil. This question belongs in my quiz because just like every question in my quiz, it's super easy. I mean, who else am I going to be but the amazing Amazon herself, Wonder Woman? Strong enough to take on Superman, skilled enough to take on Batman. She's absolutely perfect. And now, thanks to Scott, I have my own lasso of truth, so I'm halfway there.
Hey everyone, just a quick response to this month's Comic Airwaves question. The superhero I would be of the opposite gender would be Rogue. I think her ability to absorb and take on other people's powers would be of great benefit in a variety of different situations and would come in very handy.
Hi, Scott. My hero of the opposite gender that I would pick would be Ace the Bat Hound.
Wait, isn't that a boy dog?
I don't know.
Okay. My pick would be Elektra because she had a really cool movie about her starring Jenna Henson. I think it was like made in 1995, and it was such a dope movie. It followed up Daredevil. That's our picks. Thanks, Scott.
Okay. If I could be any female character in comic books, well, that's obvious, isn't it? It'd have to be Aunt May. After all, this old bird, much like our queen, ain't going anywhere. She's practically immortal.
Sorry. Something covering my button. There we go. Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Like it's very varied.
Yeah, we haven't had an answer twice. Sure, have.
No,
They've all
not
been
yet.
different each time. Yeah.
Yeah, they've all been good. They've all been good. I'd also like to clear up the fact that when Shane said, "No, thanks to Scott, I have my own lasso of truth." I bought this for him for Christmas. This was like a little toy lasso. We just glowed when he pushed a button. It's really cool, and glad you like it, Shane. You're welcome. Comic Bound jumped in. Can't stay, but just popped in to say, hey, can't wait to catch this on the replay. Thank you very much. Can't wait to see you. And then I just got loads of people just mocking me now. So unprofessional, flawless. Blooper reel next month. Seamless transition there. Love it.
We're just professionals.
We're just so pro. Look, we nailed it on the first one. There was no way it was going to get that good again. Firehawk replying to you earlier on with your news, saying there goes Spawn.
Yep, buy your Spawn books now because they are going to go through the roof.
So what happened there? Tell me. I didn't quite understand. Something was getting optioned. Was that a different thing?
That was
Oh
the
my
problem.
God.
Trip.
Sorry.
Scott, it's okay, Scott. Are you all
I
right?
did listen. I'm all right. I'm okay.
Yes,
Thanks.
Department of the Truth has been optioned for television, but we don't know yet. It's not in production, but it's been
Okay.
optioned. So it might be,
What's-
but there are also thousands of things that have been optioned.
That's true. And what's going on with Spawn again?
They're launching their own MCU style universe, the Spawn universe. So basically, they're going to have a bunch of new books that are going to be created, and they're all going to interconnect and just be its own little universe. So I fully expect that will be a big thing, and probably a cinematic universe of its own at some point too.
That'd be good, isn't it? Hopefully. No.
I don't.
All right.
I don't like Spawn. I've no interest. I know there are a lot of Spawn fans, but yeah.
There's a lot going on, James. I'm sorry. I got a lot to look after. I'm sure you know with Battles and Binds, being the host is hard. Well, for me, it is. I don't know. Maybe you're just a pro and you're nailing it. What else is going on? Okay, so we got a reply from Amy. If I were a superhero of the opposite gender, I'd be Loki. Clever, cunning, and mischievous.
She thinks a lot of herself, doesn't she? God,
what do you mean?
Be a bit humble, am I? Come on. I'm joking. Please let Scott play with me.
Whoa. First the
Not like
pictures. Okay, let's move on. So next up, it is our section that we like to call Book of the Month. Thanks, hun. I do hope to get better. I will. Yes, Book of the Month. Philip, shall I go first?
Yep, you go first. You take the lead.
Where is it? Okay, is here. My Book of the Month is, drumroll please, or not, Radiant Black issue 1. That is my Book of the Month. This was, this was Image's attempt at starting a whole new superhero universe, and they decided to start it with Radiant Black. For me, I thought it was really cool. It basically follows like this 30-year-old guy who is not having a good time in life. He's just failing at everything. You know, he had to move back in with his parents, and he drunkenly stumbles onto this mini tiny black hole, and then he picks up the black hole, and then gets this suit pretty much. So we don't know how that works and what's going on, but I thought it was a really good start to this new whole superhero building up, and I quite liked it, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes on. It's written by Kyle Higgins, who does all the Power Ranger stuff. Well, did all the Power Ranger stuff, and I love that series, and I've always admired the writing in that. And the art there was by Marcello Costa with Becca Carey. But yeah, that's my Book of the Month. Everyone who has read a book in February, let us know what your Book of the Month is from February. It can be anything you want, so just let me know. Phil, over to you, mate.
Well, I hadn't read Radiant Black yet, but now, thanks for your description, I don't need to. I'm going to read it tonight. I mean, I could ask the chat, what do they think I would put down as my Book of the Month? And the guesses, it was always going to be
King in Black.
King in Black.
What a surprise!
Issue number 4. Ah, man, this is great. It's not just because I haven't read that much this month. I've read quite a few. Because close second was Daredevil 27, which is a King of Black tie-in, and then Batman Catwoman issue 3 was great too. But this is just, it has, I'm trying to declare it has Null, it has Eddie Brock, but not Venom. It has the Silver Surfer, it has the God of Light, it has everything. Oh man, this is just great. It's just kind of, all out action at the minute. We're heading towards the end of the series and things are starting to kind of unfold. We're kind of getting a clearer picture, but not quite. There's still quite a lot could go on, but this is great. Silver Surfer was great. I want to tell you what happens. I really want to tell people there's something big from this book.
If people want to know, message Phil on Instagram.
Yeah, but yeah, King of Black, art's fantastic. Donny Cates is fantastic. I'm still very upset that he is leaving Venom. But as we've said before, he could be writing something else, just not called Venom. But who knows?
That'd be great. That'd be great. Perfect. So that's our books of the month. If anyone else has a book of the month, do let us know. We got MJ Comics here. I don't know if he's predicting yours or if he's also agreeing with King in Black 4. Either way, great. I don't think James is a big fan of the King of Black series. King of Black 4, geez, more like put it back 4. Please. And then we've got Sam Taylor here. He said Deep Beyond issue 1, fantastic read. I actually read this a few hours ago.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it.
I was slightly let down by it, to be honest. I thought, even though, sorry, Sam, because I did recommend it last month, didn't I? So
as a key book to pick up to look out for.
I'm going to get the next few issues, but I thought as an issue 1, I didn't really know what they were trying to do. But hopefully that picks up in the next few issues. But yeah.
Nice. Just going back up the comments a little bit. We got Daryl Hatton. Hi, how you doing, Scott? What was that book / comic behind you? If you're asking this one, this is Canto Volume 1. We reviewed this on the Nerd Herd a couple of weeks ago, so go and check that out if you want to see what we thought of it. And then next up, this is my box set collection of the 6 volumes of Lock and Key. So that's the answer there. We got some others. We had TB Collects. Book of the month for me is Future State, Swamp Thing. So excited for Ram V on the new Swamp Thing. All I've read in Future State is The Flash, and I don't want to read anything else because of Shane's reviews.
To be fair, I haven't read Swamp Thing. I've got it to read. I'm equally looking forward to Ram V on Swamp Thing, which is out next week. But
Nice.
yeah, Swamp Thing is known to be one of the better Future State books.
Okay, good. Well, if anyone's thinking about that, buying it or not, then go ahead and pick it up. MJ Comics, will anyone still be collecting Venom still after issue 35? Do you think? Would you? If you're a big fan.
I'm still going to collect it, but I'm also looking to actively drop some books from my pull list because I'm trying to be more frugal, So, So if it doesn't continue on as it is, it will be dropped.
That's fair enough. Perpetual Comics coming in. 2 Moons is his book of the month. I've not heard of that, have you?
No, but to be fair to Andy, he likes a lot of kind of more, not don't want to say obscure titles, but kind of things that like we won't know about, but he definitely recommends them. So I would listen to his recommendations, listen to his advice.
Yeah, he does recommend some good stuff. I do trust Andy. Slightly off topic, this one. This month, I reread a clipping of newspaper comic strip that my grandma from Canada sent to me from 2007. Lots of unfortunate boomer humor. 2 out of 10. I don't know who this is. It's just cracking me up. Thanks for commenting. Hatgrid.
Did you say it was your friend?
I thought it was, but she also popped in as a actual self on here, so I'm not sure.
She says it was like a special meme account or something.
Yeah, I'm just confused. Please confirm. Dawn of Comics book of the month is Nuclear Family #1.
I've heard it's good.
Yeah?
Shock Comics, I think. I never picked it up, but I've heard it's good.
No, I've heard of the title. And from James. Sorry, mate. That's your opposite gender superhero. Book of the month, Usagi Yojimbo. All of it? Is that just...
Based on him and his recommendations for that, the trade paperbacks coming out, I think, is it next month, the month after? I might pick it up.
Yeah?
Yeah, just because if someone speaks passionately about a book,
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
intrigued. I want to see what it's about. So
Yeah, there is a lot of hype, and I haven't heard a bad thing about Usagi Yojimbo. And no, like I think the premise for me is a bit strange. It's you look at the cover and there's a rabbit samurai, but I'm not going to let I'm not going to judge a book by its cover.
my favorite cartoon as a kid was called American Rabbit.
What
Don't know
was
if you
that?
ever know that. It was the American rabbit superhero who just became super strong and saved his little bear and tiger and deer friends. Lovely animals. It's cute and lovely.
Yeah. I think James is saying, I think it was like 17th issue. That was his favorite one. Usagi Yojimbo book of the month this month. And sorry, yes. He hasn't changed his name to Jane. That was just me.
He always was, Jane.
Yeah. Phil, next up
Yes.
is something that you've created. So a couple of weeks ago, we put a little video on Instagram of us having a meeting, and we spoke about how everything was going. And Phil pretty much said that you need to watch out for this thing that he's doing because it's going to make you a lot of money. So Phil, without further ado, do you want to introduce what's going on?
Yeah, I've decided to do a little tutorial for all the folks who want to boost the value of their key comics by cleaning and pressing your books at home yourself before sending them off to CGC to be slabbed. This is Astonishing X-Men number 7. Basically, with this book, it is the first appearance of the atomic spatula. I tell you, I mean, with the introduction of mutants in the anticipated introduction of mutants in the MCU, I think the atomic spatula is going to be one to watch. So yeah, what I'm going to show you is how to do this at home, so you can avoid paying other people these fees to press the books for you. You can do it at home before sending the CGC and aiming for that 9.8. So without any further ado, let's just get stuck into it, shall we? This recording malarkey sure makes you thirsty. Just spilled a bit of coffee. But here, do you know what? This is good. Bear with me. This is perfect. Example now. So I spilled coffee in the book, and listen, everyone has domestic cleaners in their house, and this is going to be perfect to show you that you can do this with comic books. Oh, I need to fix this. You can do this, no problem. And don't be afraid. You need to be confident when you're doing this, though. But like I say, we can totally use domestic cleaners here. There's no issue. So a wee bit of elbow grease, some paper towels, and okay. So it has taken some paint off. I don't know if you could see around his face. There's a wee bit of. But listen, this is a learning process. I'm still confident that I could fix this book to get it to 9.8. So I'm not going to use elbow grease no more, but I'll use this instead. This is the flash bathroom because I really want to get that. It's not coming out. Turn it on, Philip. Oh, I really want to get that coffee out because CGC will not like that. So I'm just going to rub this, and it does look like the coffee's coming off. It's taking the paint with it, but we'll fix that. I've got my daughter's colouring in pencils and pens and crayons. So base is blue, so I'm going to use blue. And I'm going to use a crayon because I want the crayon wax to fill in the gaps first, and then we'll kind of wipe it and sand it, and then we're going to just touch it up with felt tip pen after. So yeah, I'll do the blue for Beast. And the reason why this is a key book, like I say, it's the first appearance of the atomic spatula. To be honest, he's a very, very good character. Someone I really, really, really like. And I do think he's going to do well. This blue is not very, I need a darker blue. And yeah, he's a really cool character. You should all kind of watch because his secret power is atomic flips. And he often makes pancakes off his enemies. So he's very, very good. Okay, folks, just want to show you the final product of me fixing the ink. This has turned out really well. Now, I don't know if you can tell, you can see I fixed the red here. That's on white spots. If you look at Beast's face, but that's how it looks. And to be honest, I think it's an improvement. So for this next step, we'll also need the comic, some of your finest hairspray, a pretty damp, well, soaking and ringed out heat towel, an iron board. Now you want the iron at its hottest. Now you want the iron at its hottest. Load the steam. So what you want to do is create lots and lots of moisture. Now, CGC, they only care about the front and back cover. They don't even look at the inside. So we're not going to bother our backsides doing the inside. So your very wet tea towel, just some amount of drag I had, to be honest, it doesn't have to be cleaned, okay. Set the book in, fold it over, know where it is, get the steam going, and just iron that bad boy flat. So when it comes out, it does look a bit moist and floppy and flimsy, so but it's okay. It's going to soak and dry, or sorry, it's going to dry in. So it's MA's finest hairspray. Not too much. You don't want to. With that. So basically, all you do, bung this in to a backing board and bag, and ship it off to CGC, which I'll do today. I'm hoping it comes back before we go live on Comic Airwaves, and I'm going to open it on the show if it does. So fingers crossed it arrives in time. I've another 2 weeks to go. Yeah.
So did it come back?
Yeah, it arrived just today in the post, and I haven't opened it. So I've been busting all day for this. Like, so we got to do this, man. I need to see what it is.
Okay, let me just enlarge you.
Oh, hey, that will enlarge me, Scott.
Whoa. Okay, here we go. Ooh, what we got? So, what are you hoping for?
To be honest, it was a 9.8 to start with. I was hoping to bump it up. You don't often get a 9.9 or a 10. It's even more rare. But to be honest, with my improvements, I really think this could be something off the chart. Like I said, the atomic spatula. Like I'm telling you guys, like get on that. Get on that. Right. Okay. Right. I'm really nervous. Hold on. What? It's not in the slab. What's going on here?
What?
It's not
slabbed.
No. What have they done?
What's happened? So how much have you paid for that?
It's like 30 odd quid or something.
What? I mean, did he even slab it?
Absolute arseholes.
What the hell?
See, let's see what it says. It's just they sent me a letter. Dear Phil, the money. What? Whilst we here at CGC will offer our grading services for comics of all grades, we have taken the difficult decision and chosen not to grade and certify your submission of Astonishing X-Men number 7. What?
First appearance of
the atomic spatula.
What the hell? Why?
To be frank, who is Frank?
Frank.
I'm gonna phone Frank tomorrow, and I'm gonna have a word with him. To be frank, this item can no longer be deemed a comic book. It has become its own thing, and morally and ethically, we do not feel we can accept this as part of our service. To put simply, this issue does not grade. Thank you for considering us here at CGC, but feel free to attempt to achieve a grade at lesser companies like PGX. We wish you all the luck in what you decide to do. As a token of goodwill, we have reimbursed your submission fees. Absolute clowns. I don't care who they are. Flipping CGC. What's it even stand for? Flipping, I don't know.
Grading company.
It should be flipping CNGC, comic non-grading company. That's outrageous. I'm actually livid. Like, I was like,
gutted for you.
Oh man.
Well, I think a lot of people have some opinions of maybe how this happened. So, Tottenham Gaming, first of all, I don't think you should have folded it the way you did.
I ironed it after I folded it. It's okay to do that, is it not?
Well, you put the tea towel on, so that's good. That's good.
I need to protect the book.
MJ, I feel uncomfortable how Phil is holding the book. So maybe that was like your first downfall, but you said you did iron it,
Yeah.
and that made it better.
And if you've seen in the video when I ironed it, I was very, very cautious holding it like a little baby. That's how I was holding it.
I know, you were very careful with it. I don't see what's wrong. People seem to be liking the mug. If anyone does want a mug, let me know. We can maybe sort it out.
If anyone wants a copy of Destruction X-Men number 7,
this is an
sell it raw.
exclusive copy. Sam, I don't know. Send me a message. Yeah, Bang on the dirt is gone. So if the art, the dirt is definitely so is the art. Sorry, but Tyler thinks you're an expert comic cleaner.
Thanks. Definitely. I mean, that's how I see myself, to be honest.
I don't understand, because Shane thought it was a 9.9 or even a 10.
Yeah, come on. I'm absolutely outraged, to be honest.
Amy thought that the crayons improved it. It's definitely
I even used logic behind it. I use the crayon wax to fill in like the gap. That's what you do. That's how this works.
Totally get it, mate. They're missing out. It's their loss, not yours, mate.
Well, it was going to be me selling the book at a 9.9. Just so we're clear, to make this blatantly obvious for people watching, that was all a joke. That's not how you clean comic books. Do not try that at home with your books, right? If you didn't, no, that's not how you clean a comic book. All right.
Oh my god.
Sorry to ruin the illusion, but I thought we needed a disclaimer, just in case people were getting their Venom 3s and colouring them in, Just...
Don't want to color. Don't want to get sued, mate. Shane is here. Moist and Floppy is now his new nickname. He just can't decide a new nickname. He had one earlier. What was it? Big and not hairy. But now it's Moist and Floppy.
Shane, take your minor that gutter. Goodness.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Could you go back and explain the step with the hairspray? What was?
It's how I get to look like this every time I go live, James. It's just just look at there's not a hair out of place.
Why was it used for the book?
Well, as far as I can tell, if the hair stays in place, then all the kind of the color and the ink will just, it will kind of be sealed in there.
Yeah. Okay. Tomic's Bachelor appearance notwithstanding, looks like we've seen the first appearance of Phil's Iron Man.
I haven't seen my Iron Man yet.
Well, okay. Moving on. Okay. The Murray 200 here. Next time, try Bleach. You didn't try Bleach.
No, I thought it was too abrasive.
Oh, well, maybe that's what they were looking for. And Firehawks, he's already started to follow the instructions. I think it was a bit too late. I think he was watching it. He goes, "Oh, I've got the perfect book." I'm like, "Oh, no, it's fake."
Oh, sorry.
And Shane as well, cleaning his Batman Adventures 12. How long did you feel?
This is why I gave the disclaimer, because I don't want to get sued. I don't want Comic Airwaves taken off air because of a joke. I mean, aren't we all meant to be quite clever individuals?
Yeah. 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 The right way to clean them is put them in the wash first and then tumble dry to elevate the
To
color.
be fair, I had actually recorded a segment of putting it in the tumble dryer, putting the tumble dryer on, but I thought I was too fearful of setting it on fire or something. It's just, I don't know.
I mean, you don't want to burn your own stuff down, do you? But yeah, that was great. We're coming up now to the last opportunity where you can put in your entry to play Fill in the Blanks. It's going to be a head-to-head against Phil. He doesn't know what it is yet. Just me. He doesn't have a clue. So if you... people are still chiming in. Wait, this was a joke. I just got the Mr. Muscle out and got the iron warming up as we speak.
I mean, you try it. You may have better luck than I did. But
Who knows? Yeah. If anyone does perfect the technique, let us know. So yeah, if you want to have a go at playing Phil in Fill in the Blanks, start your message with blank and then give us the grossest smell you can think of. I've already been writing all of them down. Liam, do you still want the iron or not? Just do it.
Can I also just add, I'm surprised no one had commented on my hilarious joke. The atomic spatula who makes pancakes of his enemies. Come on. Why did no one?
Phil, there were too many jokes in there. It was so many, it was hard to pinpoint one. There were visual gags, oral gags.
Don't tell Shane.
Okay, moving on. Moving on. This is the final part of the answers, and then we'll be close to doing the game. Okay, so here we go. This is part 3 and the final part.
Hey, Comic Airwaves crew. This is Tyler from TB Collects. Thanks for inviting me to answer the question of which superhero of the opposite gender would you be and why? And I'm going to pick a new superhero that I just found from the backup stories in Future State, and that's Katana from The Outsiders. I don't know a lot about her, but she's a badass samurai, and her sword absorbs the souls of the people she's killed. So super cool, and someone I want to read more about. So thanks for letting me join in.
Hey guys, Flashpoint Comics here, and this is for you, Scott. If I was gonna be the opposite sex superhero, I would have to be Jesse Quick, because you know what? The Flash is my favorite character. I'd still want those superpowers, and Jesse Quick is the only way to do that. If I was gonna be a villain, I'd probably have to be Punchline, because you know what? She's pretty awesome. And yep, there we go. Thanks, Scott, for letting me do this. Bye-bye.
So if I was to pick the most comparable female superhero, I'd probably pick Harley Quinn, because I got a couple screws loose myself. But I have to pick Wonder Woman. I'd take the easy route out, just because if I was to be a superhero, I got to be able to fly. So it's got to be Wonder Woman. All right. Thanks a lot, man.
There we go. That's everyone who sent in their answers. Thank you very much, everyone who did. Should we tell them what next month is?
Sure.
Next month's answer. Sorry. If you do want to join in, and you can send us a video of yourself answering this next question, which is, what would be your own kryptonite? So what is your weakness? What would be your personal kryptonite? So if you do want to send a message in for that, just send me a video, or Phil, of yourself just recording that answer, no longer than 30 seconds, or you can just email it to me at scottsshelf@gmail.com. So yeah, that is that. But Phil, what would your answer be?
To be honest, I've got 2. Can I give 2 and the reasons why?
Okay.
The first one, bit of a jokey one. I mean, I love ScarJo. I love Black Widow, obviously, because she looks great. But she also has a pretty good bum, like myself. So I think we're quite in the same kind of territory. So I'm going to say Black Widow for that reason, because I have a good backside.
Good bum.
Yeah, but to be brutally honest, Shane, for example, really does not like Captain Marvel. He's always saying Captain Marvel is never going to happen. And I feel a bit sorry for Captain Marvel, because I think if I became Captain Marvel, she would definitely happen. She just needs a little boost. So I'm gonna do her a favor, and I would become Captain Marvel to try and get her over.
Okay, nice, great. Personally, I think I would go for Jean Grey Phoenix.
Oh yes,
that's who I would go for. I think before she goes a bit mental, where she's all. Go on.
I was going to say Jean Grey too, because in this issue, Scott, she was outstanding in this issue. King of Black 4, she was fantastic.
Nice. Great. Well, maybe I should pick it up. I've never read any King of Black, but maybe I should. Or am I too late? I bet there's a million tie-ins now.
We'll just cover it in the Nerd Herd. That's just what happened.
I will give credit to the Murray 200. He was the one who suggested the question to me for next month. The question of what would be your personal kryptonite. I thought it was fantastic. But I've got some more written down from other people that have suggested questions to me, and I will be rolling them out over the months. So like I said, if you do want to answer it, send me a video or Phil, or email it to me, and that'll be cool. I'm going to check it in next month. Next up, nearly there, nearly at the game now. So before last month is the first episode, so I was a bit nervous, a bit anxious, so I needed help from producer Liam in terms of making sure everything was set up and looking good and working right. And there was a bit of a technical difficulty. I had a problem with the mic, and you can pretty much hear at the start of the video when it broke. And then you see what happens after that. So here we go. View on YouTube. That's the one.
If you just send me the link.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm just gonna moved.
I've got your StreamYard link. I just need the YouTube link.
Yeah, just typing it out like old school.
Typing it out.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of that.
It works, Scott.
Didn't work.
Let me try. No. I'm getting myself now.
Oh, can you? Can you?
Oh yeah, because I'm coming out your phone.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna get off this and then I'll just look at your comments. Okay?
All right. Yes.
And then I'll just wait for Phil to come on.
All right, mate. Not a problem.
Bye-bye.
I will creepily stalk you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
It's probably distracting, the fact that you can see this screen. But I need... Oh, Jesus. I guess we'll have this closer then. You can't see my laptop. That's better. How does that look? Comment below. I'll turn the brightness down. It's a shame I can't really put anything else up. I can't like yeah, I can't really put anything else up there, can I? I don't really know. I don't have any of the... I'm high-pitched. Is that because... Why am I high-pitched? Why is this... Is it my mic? Huh? Mic settings are okay. Oh, so I'm talking normally, but you hear it high-pitched. What? Do I sound like a chipmunk or something? What's going on? I'm worried it's this cable because it's bent, but I bought a new one ready just in case it breaks. I don't really know. I don't have any of the... I'm high-pitched. Is that because... Why am I high-pitched? Lee, is it maybe because you're casting or something? Or is it to do with your TV? Or is it... Like, I'm not sure... Like, I can't do anything else to change this. I'll have to try to change the cable. Got a new cable. Try and change that. I'll give it a go. Stop laughing, Amy! She just pissing herself downstairs. Okay, I'll try this cable. Bear with. And that's that. That was a technical difficulty that I had at the very start.
Alvin, Simon, Theodore.
But yeah, it was all the cable, because the cable I got into my mic, it was just bent, and it just went like, this was like an hour before our first episode. So thank God I had the new cable in my drawer ready. Okay, who wants to play fill in the blanks? Do you, Phil? You ready?
I can have to. It has my name on it.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got quite a few entries. We got 7 people have submitted their thing. So we've got to decide what the worst smell is. Okay, I'll read them out. So Shane, Dawn of Comics, has said off milk. Firehawk has come in with sulfur. Okay, off milk so far, I think. Hatgrid came in with Swamp Ass.
I think I want to pick that just to see who he or she is. You know,
You know, she is.
Come on.
This month in movies came in with Newborn Nappies.
I'm used to that. It's not even.
But
Doesn't even
but
bother
so
me.
but when you first had to deal with it, how was it?
Oh, it was gagging. Oh, it was horrific.
Yeah.
horrific. But
Okay.
Anyone who wants to be a parent or is a parent and can relate to this, it's not the newborn nappies. It's the worst. It's when they start eating solid foods.
Oh no. Okay. James Comic Deal came in with Mars Irish Stew. Andy also came in with James Mars Irish Stew. We don't know what that smells like. How
do.
we? Oh, okay, great. And then Dean came in with Hulk's Thong. It's one of those. What makes you kind of wince a little bit?
To be fair, I can't do the milk. The milk's like
It's
even
the
like
milk.
I get shit out all the time at home because if I have milk, it's like even it's not in a date, it's in date. But if it's like towards the end, I throw it out because I can't deal with sour, outdated milk. So
Okay, so that's the winner then, is it?
I think so. Well,
Great, okay.
what do you think, Scott? What's your?
It's your game, mate. You're the person deciding who you're going to go against. So Shane, I put the link in the in the chat there. Could you please jump in and join us for our game? Fill in the blanks. But now we're gonna wait. So, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do we think Hatgrid is? I think it is Caitlin because where was it? It was a little thing here. Yeah. Like so. Right. Okay. Where's Caitlin's answer? That was everyone's answer. Why wasn't my video included? She sent me a video. Okay, this is my friend Caitlin. She sent me a video, and I couldn't tell if it was serious or not, and it was quite rude.
Can we play that?
No, I don't have it. It's gone.
Caitlin, can you send it to me?
Just send it to Phil if you want it, and then yeah, we'll get it on. Okay, we have got Shane on. Hello, Shane. Can you hear us?
Hello, I can hear you.
Perfect. How are you feeling? How are you doing?
I'm all good. You? Well, I mean,
Good,
I know
good.
how you are. I've been watching you for over an hour.
We've been having a good time.
Of course.
Perfect. Great. Okay, are you ready to go head to head against Philip?
I think so, yes.
Fill in the blanks. Yeah?
Yep.
So this game is a game where I will be showing you quotes from either Marvel or DC films from particular characters. I've said what the character is and what film it's from. I've even put a picture of the character because Shane, it's super easy. And all you have to do is tell me the missing word from the quote. Okay? So let's just get this set up here. Okay, this is the first one. Are you ready?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not sure the rules. So are we taking
Tell
turns?
Just tell us the missing word. Phil, you can write it down.
Okay.
Phil, you write it down, and then Shane can say his first, and then you can show yours. How does that sound?
Yeah.
Everyone else who's watching, please feel free to play along. What do you think the word is? And let's see how you go up against Shane and Phil. So, Phil, are you all good? So the quote is, I don't like blank. I don't care where they're from Captain America, the First Avenger. Shane, what do you think the answer is?
I think the answer is bullies.
Bullies? Phil?
That makes more sense. I wrote Nazis.
Well, I can confirm that the answer is bullies. I don't like bullies. I don't care where they're from. So 1 point to Shane. 0 to Phil. Okay, next up. Ivan Vanko or Whiplash from Iron Man 2. This is what he says. If you could make a blank bleed, people would cease to believe in him. Sorry, Luke Jones is coming in with Nazi and then goes, yes, Phil, lad.
Yeah.
Phil, have you got an answer?
Yeah.
Okay, Shane, what are you going for?
I'm going to go with Martyr?
If you could make a martyr bleed, people would cease to believe in him. Phil, what have you written down?
I wrote God.
God. Let's see what the answer is. If you could make a god bleed, people would cease to believe.
I thought we were putting the right number of dashes, so you're making me count the letters. Scott, you
sorry.
cheated.
Don't do that.
Listen,
Phil, well, Phil didn't. Go on.
Shane, this isn't done a comics quiz show. This is just something different entirely. All right.
Okay, next up. So it's 1-1. There's 5 altogether. So the Green Goblin from Spider-Man. Only blank are heroes because you never know when some lunatic will come with a sadistic choice. Shane?
Yep.
Or Phil, have you written your answer?
No, but I don't think I'm going to have one. Go ahead, Shane.
Okay, Shane.
Is it Fools?
Okay. Phil, you having a guess?
I don't know.
No.
No, sorry. I don't.
Okay, that's fine. So the answer is only fools are heroes because you never know when some lunatic will come with a sadistic choice. Well done, Shane.
Thank you. They don't call me
Come
the
on.
Quizler for nothing.
Well,
Come
you
on,
call
mate.
me.
I call me the Quizler.
Come on my show and show me up just like this. Oh.
Next up, everyone's favorite Green Lantern from the Green Lantern. He says, no matter how bad things get, something good is out there. Just over the... Don't count the blanks, all right? Everyone else put your answers in. Luke had the Ivan Vanko one right as well.
Yeah, I would have had it right as well.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Shane, what's your answer for this?
Moon.
Moon. So no matter how bad things get, something good is out there just over the moon. Phil?
Horizon.
Horizon. No matter how bad things get, something good is out there just over the horizon.
Yeah.
It's a tie. It's 2-2. I don't have a tiebreaker, so one of you has to get it wrong. Okay. Right. Alfred Pennyworth, The Dark Knight. Some men aren't looking for something blank. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
How did I know this?
From Alfred Pennyworth in The Dark Knight. Luke said, well, this month the movies got that right from the Horizon, and so did TB Collects. Amy said, Over the Rainbow. The Nerdhood team said, the M4 motorway. Firehawk said, the toilet. Well, okay. Some men aren't looking for something blank. Shane, what are you going for?
I'm going to say good.
Good. Phil?
Logical.
Logical. The answer is some men aren't looking for something logical. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Way
So
to
we
go,
have a
Phil.
winner. It is Phil. The money.
Of course it is. Of course it's Phil. He wins everything he's on. Don't you, Phil?
Absolutely.
Hey,
That's
Sparks,
why
thanks for joining.
it's just, I mean, if you had to come on my show and won my game called Fill in the Blanks, it's named after me, that would have been highly embarrassing for myself.
Well, you're lucky Phil didn't. Scott didn't describe the rules beforehand, that the dashes weren't the spaces, and we weren't playing like a hangman game.
You sound like James, the last quiz I beat him on. Making excuses. Fair and
Phil.
square. Yes.
Phil is the Tom Brady of comic questions.
I like that. I like that. Yeah.
Tyler says, congrats, Phil. Firehawk says, oh, where was it? Seems rigged. Those bloody dashes cost Shane the win. Sorry, Shane. This isn't a quiz show. Okay, this is a video-styled radio show based on comic books.
And
That's
just
all this
be
fun.
Just be grateful you came on the show, because we could have picked anybody.
This is very true.
He could have picked newborn nappies. He could have picked James's mum's Irish stew.
We love you, Shane. We love you.
We love you.
too.
Thank you very much.
I can't do it.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good one, mate. So yeah, that's it. Well done, Phil. You won absolutely nothing. What are you going to do with your prize?
It's pride. I have pride.
Oh yeah.
After that, yeah, this is the honor.
Ooh. I don't think things still sit right with James. He says Phil probably cheated again.
I mean, that's an excuse.
Tom says it's the luck of the Irish.
Absolutely.
Oh, people are still coming in. So we've got Kimura. I hope I said that right. Kimura Cinemas.
Chamora.
Sup, y'all. Yeah, he did mean to say sup. Nice. Hello. Thank you for joining. But we are pretty much at the end. All we've got to do now is tell everyone what's going on in the community for the next week. So this is between Monday and Sunday next week. So we've gone around asking loads of people what is going on over the next week. And we'll go ahead and do that. And then I've got some extra little bits to talk about for other things, special things coming up, or things that have been. So here we go. So coming up on Monday at 12 GMT, we got top comic releases with Geeky Guy Comics.
At 5 PT, where comics and cards collide, the Team Nerd Herd.
On Tuesday at 5 o'clock EST, we got Whack Comics Live with Whack Comics.
And at 6 p.m. GMT, Coffin Hero Show at Coffin Heroes. Hey, I know him.
You know them. Also at 6 o'clock GMT, we got Hydra Collectibles Weekly Show with Hydra Collectibles.
At 7 p.m. that night, Key Comics of the Week, Not Quite Mint.
On Wednesday at 8 p.m. in the EST, we got Bourbon and Books with TB Collects.
At 9:30 that night, join me and Scott and Shane, who you just had, along with Dean. It's the Nerd Herd Comic Book Review Club, and it's I Hate Fairyland, Volume 1.
Thursday at 7 p.m. PT, we got Mail Call with Team Nerd Herd.
And that's the bad boy of comics, Charlie, Geeky Guy Comics, the Killer Comic Show, and he could have multitude of guests that night.
He could. Yeah. Also, at 9 p.m. EST, we got issue 63 with Lost in Comics Thursday with Lost in Comics.
And if you thought you had enough of me, I will be joining Tom, Dean, and Lee from Metro Cave on this month in movies. We're watching Blades of Glory from 2007.
On Saturday at 5 p.m. EST, we got Claim Sale, Quiz, and War with Marvelous Comics.
And Comic Deal, James, is hosting Panels and Pints. That's James who loses quizzes to me at 9:30 GMT on Saturday.
On Sunday with the Retro Cave Comics, we've got the 2000 AD Prog Review.
And Team Nerd Herd is back at 7 p.m. PT with top picks.
And finally at 8 p.m. EST, Comic Hall and Reviews with TB Collects again. So that is our schedule for the community. I'm trying to make it as widespread as possible so everyone can have a bit of everything from everyone all over the world, and it's pretty great. I think it's good to bring all this community stuff together.
It's a packed schedule.
It is
entertained.
Yeah, that's great. It's literally a week full of awesome stuff. But the other few things I do want to mention. So tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m. we've got Comic Deal, Perpetual Comics, Noob Comics. They're doing Crossing Over. With crossover issue 4s, where they just review and talk about in depth the issue. And this month it'll be issue 4, which will be pretty good. Also, starting tomorrow. Okay, the times are a bit weird. So 5 a.m. GMT or 12 a.m. EST, or I think it's 10 a.m. ACT in Australia, something like that. Whack Comics. The great guys, they are doing a 24-hour live whackathon in basically trying to raise money for a charity called the Starlight Foundation, and they got loads of giveaways. Check their channel out, because they've put a video up very recently of all the giveaways they are going to be giving away. Each $1 you donate will count as one entry. So if you donate $10, you get 10 entries into winning these awesome prizes. And the one I've got my eye on is a very rare radiant black cover, signed as well, I think. So I'm going to be chucking in a few quid, and and I'm going to be going into that. Whackathon, who named that? James, I remember when I did a whackathon for 24 hours, I couldn't be straight for a week.
James beat me too, because I was going to say I often have my own 24-hour whackathon.
And then finally, I want to talk about Shane's Dawn of Comics quiz, where this has just aired. It was on Thursday, and he is doing a viewer competition. So during the competition, there are going to be 5 characters popping up, and all you've got to do is pick 2 of them to create a portmanteau. If you don't know what a portmanteau is, it's explained very well in that quiz. So go ahead and watch that. Basically, if you can work the portmanteau out, you've got until March the 19th to submit your answer to him on Instagram. And the prize is a very, very nice variant of Justice League Power Rangers issue 1. I want that.
Yeah, but
I can't work out the answers. I've tried. I don't know who. I know one character, but that's it. Phil, that's the end. That is the end of Comic Airwaves.
I don't want to go. I want to keep going. Can we just?
Me too.
Yeah, it was thoroughly enjoyable tonight, Scott, and the folks in the chat made it what it was. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah, thank you, everyone who joined in and watched the chat. We did have a few latecomers. I did see. So Blasting and Stashing Comics, he also joined in as well. Sorry, mate, that you joined so late. Just catch us on the rewind. It's a lot of fun. It's an hour and a half full of fun. But when we end this, I will be posting the giveaway on to Instagram with all the rules on how to get the prize. And that'll be it. So thank you everyone for watching. We will be back next month. I will also be putting that up on YouTube very soon for you to set the reminder and just get pumped for episode 3 of Comic Airwaves. It will be on March 27th, same time, 8:30 p.m.
Can't wait.
Can't wait. But that's been it. Thank you very much for joining, and we will see you next month. Bye-bye.
Bye.